This is the enews for St. Richard's Episcopal Church. I am Dale Truscott, interim priest in charge, until Allison Harity, our rector, returns from her sabbatical. But wait, isn't she back now? Why are you doing this again, Dale? Well, Allison has driven her daughter Libby to Hampshire College in Amherst, Massachusetts, and she will be returning before the weekend. So I get to make these announcements one more time. First, I'd like to thank everyone for the privilege of being your interim priest these 3 months. It has been good for me to do pastoral ministry one more time. I'm now back at Valencia teaching a full load of courses with sizable classes, and so it's all good. This Sunday, September 3rd, is a big deal. Our worship services are, as usual, 8 a.m., 10:30 a.m. with a baptism, and 5 p.m. There will be a welcome reception for Allison after the 8 a.m. service and a great big barbecue celebration after the 10:30 a.m. service. There will be hot dogs and goodies and a water slide and lots of fun, and there'll be a big surprise for Allison. As you might expect, there's a lot going on in September at St. Richard's this fall. Startup time is for us. September 10th will be startup for the Sunday school with godly play for the younger kids, youth group with Allison for the older kids and teens, and the adult group with a new program. Our Schola is still looking for new members, especially tenors. The vestry did approve employing a professional tenor again this fall, thanks to generous donations from lovers of our musical program. And we have several people who have responded to the plea to be members of the Schola, so we can always use more. Other September events will be the Vox O Choral Ensemble concert on Tuesday, September 26th at 7 p.m., sponsored by the Central Florida chapter of the American Guild of Organists. We still have spaces for a trip to the Harry and Harriet Moore Memorial Park in Mims, Florida on September 23rd. Contact Leslie Poole if you're interested. Our group will join Leslie's Rollins College class to this important civil rights, voter rights museum. The Moores were killed in a bombing of their house, and the park and museum commemorates that horrible event in Florida's history. September 30th is the first of our quiet days from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. with lunch provided. There will be worship, guided meditation, and a number of individual choices for quiet time. This is a time for pause and reflection and refreshment. Looking further ahead, Come Out with Pride Parade is October 21st. Joe and David Obrakta are leading this event. Please be in touch with them if you can walk in the parade. St. Richard's always has a vibrant presence at this event. We could use a volunteer to be in the church office from 9 a.m. to noon on Tuesdays, and a couple of temporary volunteers on Tuesday and Wednesday afternoons from noon till 4. And we also need a volunteer offering counter following the 10:30 services on Sunday. Contact David Kellogg or Drew in the office for these opportunities to serve. This Sunday, one more of our volunteer adjunct priests will introduce herself, Liz Williams. So join us in the parish hall at 9:30 a.m. to get better acquainted with her. This week, a number of members and friends worked hard to complete all the landscaping and water protection devices and sandbags around the building in prep for the hurricane effects. It all seems to be working well. We have done an excellent job over the year of rebuilding, redesigning, and equipping our facility to be better protected and beautified. Our thanks go to Beth Rudloff, our junior warden, for spearheading and directing all this work. So with this, I bid you farewell from the weekly e-news, but I'll still be around to preach on fourth Sundays of each month, to sing in the Schola, and otherwise to participate as all of you do in the life at St. Richard's Episcopal Church. And I will continue to serve on your behalf on the Diocesan Becoming Beloved Community Task Force. So have a wonderful day.